Hi, Ayesha the Esti here, and I am a licensed esthetician, and I am back with a routine that I'm going to be adding into my hyperpigmentation treatment plan, treatment regimen. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So I recently uploaded a video on how I've been treating my hyperpigmentation, specifically my post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation from an acne breakout I had. And that video is up on my channel. It's the only video that's up on my channel right now. So go ahead and take a look at that video. But now I'm wanting to add another routine into my treatment plan. One thing about hyperpigmentation is that you want to make sure that you are treating that hyperpigmentation diligently and also gently. So I'm going to be adding the Courtney Sykes Resurgence 10% cream. So I'm going to be telling you more about the product. I've used the product about 3 times, and honestly a little bit more than that, considering that I've had to film this video multiple times. But I've been able to dabble in this product, so I can give you a little insight on how this product has been so far. So let's go ahead and get into the routine. I'm going to start off with cleansing my skin. Of course, I'm going to be cleansing my skin with the CeraVe foaming cleanser. I love this cleanser because it's just a basic cleanser for oily skin, and most of all, it is fragrance free. So I developed contact dermatitis. This happened after I had my 2-year-old son, so now I just have to avoid fragrances. And so I've cleansed my skin, and I'm going to go in with a second cleanse. So double cleansing your skin at night is going to be pretty important, considering that you want to remove the day. You want to remove all the gunk, the debris, the dirt, the pollution, all of that that was on your skin. You want to go ahead and remove that. So that first cleanse can kind of loosen up things, and then that second cleanse is really going to get down on those pores and make sure that those pores are thoroughly rinsed and washed out. So now I've cleansed my skin, let's go ahead and get into the reason why I wanted to try this product. So first off, I was given the opportunity by Courtney Sykes to choose a few products from the line, and one of the products that I chose was, of course, the Resurgence 10% cream. I never used the 10% cream before. I've never actually used glycolic acid on my skin before. I was a little bit hesitant, considering the fact that I am a black woman and with skin of color. If any irritation happens on the skin, it can lead to hyperpigmentation, but I don't want to be afraid of using products that can also be helpful to my skin. The cream is just going to take its time to work its way down into your pores and down into the skin. Alright, so here's the cream. This is how it looks. So with this cream, what I like to do is I like to take just a little bit on the finger. So about this much, almost like if you were going to use a retinol or a vitamin A product, you want to take a little bit. And then I just take and rub it into the skin. And just be careful to avoid the areas that are more sensitive. So around the nose, around the mouth, around the eye area, just be very careful when applying the product. And a good tip is to take the lipid drops and actually apply that product around the sides of the nose, around the mouth, and around the eye area, just so you can create a barrier so the product doesn't seep into those areas. Ingredients: it has a glycolic acid, a lactic acid, and a pyruvic acid. So with glycolic acid, one of the smallest molecular weights in acids, so it's going to penetrate the skin deeply and a little bit more quickly. Okay. Also with glycolic acid, the specific characteristic that interests people with the glycolic acid is that it stimulates collagen. So it's going to get deep down into that basal layer within the epidermis, the stratus germinative, and tickle those skin cells to rise to the surface, causing your skin to look firm and nice. Okay. Now with lactic acid is also an exfoliant, but lactic acid has a larger molecular size, so it's going to be a little more gentle and it's going to work more so on the surface of the epidermis. The specific characteristic that people like about the lactic acid is that not only is it more gentle exfoliant, but it also is hydrating. So it can be found in sour milk. So it's going to exfoliate while hydrating the skin. Now, Pyruvic acid, with this particular acid, is also going to exfoliate. It's very helpful with stabilizing the production of oil. So I've allowed the Resurgence 10% cream to absorb into the skin. Now I'm going to go in with my moisturizer. And the moisturizer that I'm going to be going into is the Courtney Sykes Molecular Cream. So with the Resurgence cream, like I said, I went over the exfoliants, now into the moisturizing properties. So the Resurgence cream has avocado oil, soybean oil, and squalene. So these are all going to provide a moisturizing factor and also kind of buffer those exfoliants, those chemical exfoliants that can cause some dryness in the skin, and really kind of balance it out. So I'm going to go ahead and top my routine off with the lipid drops. I like to make sure my skin is nice and moisturized. The Resurgence cream is not necessarily moisturizing, it's not moisturizing, but it's also not irritating. It's going to do its thing. You're going to feel a little bit dry with it. So I have my treatment plan, and my treatment plan consists of 3 days of treatment on my skin. I don't really go past the 3 days because you don't want to overdo it on your skin, over exfoliate your skin, and you don't want to irritate your skin. So I stick to 3 days, and I have an every other day method of my treatment. My initial routine that I was using, I was doing that 3 days a week. But now, because I'm incorporating the Resurgence cream into my treatment plan, now I've removed a day from that initial routine. So now I'm only doing that 2 days, and I'm doing the Resurgence cream 1 day. So 2 days for my other routine for my treatment plan, and then 1 day for the Resurgence cream for my treatment plan. My thoughts on the 10% Resurgence cream. The 10% Resurgence cream, I really like the Resurgence cream. Now you are going to have some you're going to have a little bit of dryness, a little bit of flakiness, and that is normal because we are working with 3 different acids, okay? So it is normal. I don't feel irritated with it. Going back to it being three different exfoliants in it, and it being a 10% exfoliant, I would recommend using the product and then going in with a moisturizer. It's not a moisturizer. It does not moisturize the skin, but it has moisturizers in it to combat most of the dryness that you will get from 3 different exfoliants at 10%. And lastly, always wear your sunscreen. You should be wearing your sunscreen anyway, but when you're working with exfoliants, and especially a glycolic acid, you want to make sure you're wearing your sunscreen every day. With that being said, this is my routine. This is how I've decided to tackle my post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. I more than likely will be adding more products to my treatment plan, but products that can be layered on top of the current routines that I already have. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe so you can receive notifications, and until next time, bye.